High in the Colorado Rockies, nestled amongst towering peaks and whispering pines, lies a town untouched by death. A place called Serenity Springs, where life continues, but something isn't quite right. The residents of Serenity Springs don't die, a fact that has baffled scientists and drawn curious onlookers for decades. This is no ordinary town. It is an enigma wrapped in the cloak of small-town America. Join us as we delve into the heart of Serenity Springs and unravel the mystery that lies dormant beneath its picturesque facade. Imagine a place where time seems to stand still. Cobbled streets lined with quaint shops, Victorian houses basking in the sun, and the ever-present scent of pine needles in the air. Serenity Springs is a postcard from a bygone era. The town is a living museum, frozen in time, yet strangely vibrant. But beneath this idyllic surface, a chilling truth festers. The residents of Serenity Springs may live, but do they truly exist? No recorded death has occurred in Serenity Springs for over 150 years. The town's records, meticulously kept since its founding in 1870, show births, marriages, and a curious absence of deaths. Doctors are baffled. Scientists are intrigued. Whispers of an unexplained phenomenon echo through the hallowed halls of academia. Theories abound, from strange magnetic fields to unique properties in the water, but none can fully explain the secret to Serenity Springs' immortality. The truth, as we shall discover, is far stranger than any scientific theory could predict. A BBC documentary crew, led by this narrator, arrived in Serenity Springs with a singular purpose: to uncover the truth behind the town's unusual longevity. The town, shrouded in mystery, had long been a subject of speculation and intrigue. Nestled in a remote valley, it seemed untouched by time, its buildings and streets preserved as if in a time capsule. The air was thick with an eerie stillness, broken only by the occasional rustle of leaves or the distant call of a bird. As we drove through the town's entrance, a sense of anticipation and unease settled over us. Armed with cameras and curiosity, we spent weeks integrating ourselves into the rhythm of Serenity Springs. Each day brought new discoveries and deeper questions. The town's residents, though initially wary, began to open up to us, revealing snippets of their lives and the town's history. We attended local events, shared meals with families, and even participated in their traditions. Our cameras captured every moment, every interaction, hoping to piece together the puzzle of Serenity Springs. We spoke to the townsfolk, observed their daily routines, and delved into the town's archives, hoping to unearth the secret of their undying existence. The town's library, a treasure trove of old documents and photographs, became our second home. We pored over records, tracing the town's history back to its founding. Each document, each photograph seemed to hold a piece of the puzzle, yet the complete picture remained elusive. We were met with a curious mixture of openness and reservation. Some residents were eager to share their stories, their eyes lighting up with pride as they spoke of their town. Others, however, were more guarded, their answers vague and their expressions wary. It was clear that there was more to Serenity Springs than met the eye. The residents welcomed us into their homes, shared their stories, yet a palpable tension lingered beneath their smiles. Their hospitality was genuine, but there was an undercurrent of unease, as if they were constantly weighing their words. We listened intently, our cameras capturing every nuance, every fleeting expression, hoping to catch a glimpse of the truth. It was as if they were hiding something, a truth too unsettling to share with outsiders. The more we probed, the more we sensed a barrier, an invisible wall that kept us from fully understanding the town's secret. Serenity Springs, with its timeless charm and enigmatic residents, held its secrets close, leaving us with more questions than answers. Section 5. Unmasking the Truth. As we delved deeper into the lives of Serenity Springs residents, a chilling truth began to emerge. The townsfolk, though physically healthy and seemingly ageless, lacked something fundamental to the human experience: emotion. Their faces were masks of pleasant indifference, their eyes devoid of the spark of life. They went about their daily routines with robotic precision, their conversations devoid of genuine feeling. It was as if they were living out a pre-programmed script, their emotions switched off, their humanity put on hold. They were alive, yes, but they were not living. Section 6, The Price of Eternal Life. Our investigation led us to a hidden chamber beneath the town square, a place long forgotten by the townsfolk. This chamber, shrouded in mystery and dust, held the key to understanding the eerie tranquility that enveloped Serenity Springs. As we ventured deeper, we stumbled upon an abandoned laboratory, its walls echoing with the whispers of the past. The broken equipment and cobweb-covered devices told a story of ambition and desperation. A century and a half ago, the town's founder, a brilliant but eccentric scientist named Dr. Alistair Graves, had developed a serum capable of halting the aging process. His work, driven by a desire to conquer death, was both groundbreaking and controversial. Dr. Graves believed he had achieved the impossible dream of eternal life. He envisioned a utopia where aging and death were mere memories and humanity could thrive indefinitely. But his invention came at a terrible price. The serum, while granting immortality, had unforeseen consequences that would haunt the town for generations. The serum, while halting the aging process, also stripped its users of their emotions, their very essence. The people of Serenity Springs became mere shadows of their former selves, their eyes devoid of life and their hearts empty. The residents of Serenity Springs were alive but not truly living, their days marked by a hollow existence. The once vibrant community had turned into a ghostly town, where the streets echoed with the silence of lost souls. Their emotions, their very humanity, had been sacrificed at the altar of eternal life. The price of immortality was far greater than anyone could have imagined, leaving Serenity Springs a haunting reminder of the dangers of playing God. We left Serenity Springs with more questions than answers. The air was thick with a sense of loss, a palpable emptiness that seemed to cling to our very souls. As we packed up our equipment, the weight of what we had witnessed settled heavily upon us. The town, once vibrant and full of life, now stood as a silent testament to the consequences of humanity's hubris. The town stood as a haunting monument to mankind's relentless pursuit of immortality and a stark reminder of the price we might pay for tampering with the natural order. The decaying buildings and the eerie monument in the desolate place spoke volumes about the lives that were once lived here. The old, forgotten cemetery, overgrown with weeds, was a stark reminder of the passage of time and the inevitability of death. The residents of Serenity Springs were living proof that true life, with all its joys and sorrows, its triumphs and tragedies, is a tapestry woven from the threads of our emotions. The empty streets, once filled with laughter and tears, now echoed with silence. The nostalgic old photographs of people in a small town, smiling and full of hope, contrasted sharply with the mysterious empty houses still filled with personal belongings, as if the occupants had just vanished into thin air. To live without feeling, we realized, is not to live at all. The close-up of a person looking emotionless, their eyes devoid of any spark, was a chilling reminder of what had been lost. The empty playground, once a place of joy and laughter, now stood eerily silent, a ghostly echo of the past. The desolate, empty town square, where people once gathered to share their lives, was now a haunting void. It is to exist in a perpetual state of emptiness, a shadow play of life's rich tapestry. The shadowy figures in the misty landscape seemed to be mere echoes of the people they once were. The abandoned theatre, with its empty seats, was a poignant symbol of the stories that would never be told. The eerie, empty streets at dusk, shrouded in a ghostly light, were a stark reminder of the emptiness that had taken hold of Serenity Springs. The residents of Serenity Springs may have conquered death, but in doing so they had forfeited their very souls. The lonely figure walking through the empty town, the abandoned buildings overgrown with plants, and the gloomy, desolate landscape with remnants of life, all spoke of a place where time had stood still. In their quest for immortality, the people of Serenity Springs had lost the very essence of what it means to be alive. They had become shadows, echoes of their former selves, trapped in a perpetual state of emptiness. Section 8. A Choice to Make. The story of Serenity Springs is a cautionary tale, a stark reminder that some lines are not meant to be crossed. It forces us to confront a fundamental question. What is the true cost of immortality? Is it a price we're willing to pay, even if it means sacrificing the very essence of what makes us human? The residents of Serenity Springs made their choice long ago, a choice made not for themselves but for future generations. They chose immortality, even at the cost of their emotions, in the hope that future generations would find a better way. Section 9. Life, Death, and Everything in Between. The mystery of Serenity Springs is ultimately a reflection of our own mortality. It forces us to confront our fears, our hopes, and our understanding of what it truly means to be alive. Life is a precious gift, a fleeting journey filled with laughter, love, loss, and everything in between. Perhaps the real lesson of Serenity Springs is not about cheating death, but embracing life in all its messy, complicated, and ultimately beautiful glory. For it is in the ephemeral nature of our existence that we find true meaning, purpose, and the will to truly live.